Back again, viewers. Andy's Vlogs and Food Reviews here today, and this is another update. Hope everybody is keeping well and enjoying their day and keeping nice and safe. Right then, now a few people have been asking me in the chat about this, about the bus drivers, which appears that bus services have returned to pretty much normal after drivers agreed to a 16.2% pay rise, restoring the bus services back to normal after latest disruption after most recent strikes. What's my opinion on this? Yeah, I mean, there's been quite a lot of strike action, hasn't there? We've seen obviously all the NHS staff. There were some problems with the NHS strikes, wasn't there? And everybody was protesting about that. With them demanding more off the government. We've also had postal strikes as well, which has caused huge disruption to mail. You know, and now obviously bus drivers. Yeah, I mean, obviously we've talked about the cost of living. That's obviously it's rising all the time, and it's getting more and more difficult. There's no bounds about that at all. It is really getting, you know, beyond a point where it's, you know, it's getting so tough. Everybody's having to tighten the ropes on their budget quite a bit, really. When it comes to bus drivers, yeah, I mean, with our services, they are very important, aren't they? They're really important. I mean, where I work, it's had some impact on where I've worked, and I've had to do a bit more extra. But luckily, I've got the car, so yeah, it's caused a lot of disruption, and obviously, it's everywhere's been affected by it, haven't they? And I mean, people have had to find alternative ways to get to work. Obviously, taxis and that cost a lot more money, don't they? What do I think of the What do I think of the pay rise? Is it greed, or do I think it warrants it? The problem is, I've got, and this is just my opinion and my opinion only, and there's no disrespect to anybody who drives a bus or anything like that. But the problem is, my honest opinion is, I worked through a difficult period of time when we had the pandemic, and I had to work throughout that pandemic. Now, at no point did I ever turn around and say, right, I demand a pay rise for doing what I do. And every time you see these people go on strikes, you just think, well, can you keep giving more money? Yes, I do agree that everybody, cost of living is higher, but that's just not bus drivers who are suffering. It's not just NHS workers who are suffering. It's not just postal workers who are suffering. It's everybody. You know, it's all around the UK and everywhere else that's suffering due to these high rises. So, yeah, I mean, what do I think? It's just, you know, obviously it's been agreed to now, which is great, and I'm pleased that the buses are running smooth. I don't think them absolutely back to absolute normal, but I think it will make them run better. So yeah, but what do you think, viewers? What do you think? Am you under the impression that? Do you think that the bus drivers want this extra money? Do you think it's greed? What do you think can be done to stop any sort of this happening again? Is it going to be a continual thing every so often that they demand more money? Do you think the government should pay these people more money? Do you think they should keep paying it? Or are you under the impression, look, you know, it's part of life, just get on with the job and, you know, keep opening your hand? What do you think? It's a tough one for me, but I certainly think that, you know, I know what I do for a living, and I had a difficult period of time when we had the pandemic, and I never once down tools and said, I demand more money. I could have done, but I didn't. So, for me, it's one of them. But I know this one's going to be highly debatable. And this is no disrespect to anybody who drives any form of transport whatsoever. This is just my opinion only. But what do you think? If you could leave your thoughts in the comments below, that'd be great. Thank you very much for watching this short update. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thanks to everybody who subscribed to the channel of late. I really do appreciate it. And thanks to all the lovely comments. I'll see you on the next one. And it's bye for now.